Hello and welcome back to another episode of Quirky Bootless
You're
Project.
still bad doing the intro.
Oh my god, this
Stop.
kid.
No, you don't say that. Hey guys, welcome back to the Quirky Buddhist Project. That's how you say it. That's where the money is.
So, as you can see, we're in
Listening
Pune.
experience.
Yeah, for real. So this is a podcast.
Yeah.
And we're just vlogging because we need some content and we went to like a restaurant at Balewadi High Street. If you don't know what that is, then you don't know Pune at all. So let me explain to you what Balewadi High Street is.
That's mean, but okay.
Yeah, but you should know what Balewadi High Street is because that's like the main place for like restaurants and stuff.
Okay.
It's like it's like a mall, but it's not like a.
It's not a mall.
It's like a mall technically, right?
It's a bunch of restaurants and it's a fancy
restaurants.
It's a fancy place where privileged kids, which aren't us by the way, but like in general, Amir kids go to smoke, which we aren't doing.
Yeah, so basically we went to Taco Bell and
We just went to Taco Bell.
Yeah, we just went to Taco Bell because Nikhil can't handle the rest. So so anyways.
Because it was cheap. Okay.
Yeah, also because it was cheap. And whoa.
This is like a single
Yeah, I wanna go vlog, baby.
Okay. Oh, there's basketball courts here.
Oh.
You know what, Adi, let's not because I feel like we're gonna die. So,
For anyone who wants to see content.
my chin.
We're back, guys. We're back. We're walking to Nikhil's house because today we decided that today is the day we record 3 episodes in a go, right?
Yeah, so basically the new format that I should probably be on that side. A new formula we started.
No, I should be on that side.
A new formula we started is meeting just once every month to just record 4 episodes so we can just post them all because we both decided that video content is more fun than just audio.
Yeah, much more fun to record and much more fun for you guys as well because honestly,
for the you guys, I'm viewing the 2 of them that are going to watch this.
we get 20 views per we average 20 views, okay?
Pretty cool.
And that is somehow still less than the amount of videos we have we've posted. We posted like 40 videos. We get like 20 per views per. Back, we crossed the road.
We're making important breakthroughs. Right?
Yeah, so basically what we've right now come up with is marshmallows a good option to break froyo land, but they have to take a lot of volume, and so volume, and they give you like small cups, like very small cups, right? And they're like this takes 200 grams, and that's like a lot. Yeah. So our best idea still is Nutella. Nutella is it's compact and it's very expensive. So that's the best way to beat it. We will be coming back sometime with an episode. I promise you, an episode on how to beat the buffet.
Oh yeah, we should do that. But the food theory, I've already made an excellent video about it, which you guys should go watch.
But here's something that food theory did not consider. In India, there are different things that cost different prices, and honestly, there is a lot of variability in what works for an Indian buffet. Like other than because American buffets have a lot of meat. Indian buffets are very scarce on meat. Like they are very, very scarce. Like,
and so because America, when the main focus of buffets is usually the meat. With India, there's so many good vegetarian options.
Vegetarian options and also like very ricey options, right? Yeah.
So in terms of carbohydrates, there I would say pasta and pizza. I don't know if they serve pizza at buffets. I'm sure pasta they serve a lot, and bread I'm sure they serve a lot. And
so
the
just
bakery,
entirely script bread.
the bakery section is a lot more highlighted there because Indian buffets, if you look, only the elite ones have a good bakery section. If not, they don't. So it's mostly different kinds of rice.
Right.
And so when you look at carbohydrates for how to beat the buffet, first of all, the main way to beat an Indian buffet is through their prawns. With there might be some different things, might vary it across the world, especially in places where
prawns are is more
food is more readily available.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sure prawns would.
So as you said, the real debate here is not on what type of food you're supposed to eat. Of course, it's meat. Like if you haven't gotten that yet, you're just bad at this. So basically, I mean
seafood primarily.
No, not seafood. See, here's the thing. If you think about it, in India, mutton is also something that's very expensive.
Mutton's not expensive.
Yeah, mutton is expensive.
You'll be surprised with how cheap it is. Because see, mutton a lot of the hair is bones also.
Exactly. So if you were to eat, so you don't eat the bones, right? Yeah. It doesn't matter how much you take, as long as you're eating the meat.
Yeah, but
doesn't that mean that
fills up
by
your
gram?
plate, Adi.
So then
you fill up your plate by the time.
Yeah, but Nikhil, you can take multiple plates.
Yeah, but how many servings of mutton are you going to have just keep going.
I'll give you an example. So I just went to Sachazo. It's a restaurant here. It's pretty good. And over there they served a lot of mutton dishes and a lot of like weird Mediterranean dishes. Like not gonna lie, like there was a prawns pani puri like I don't know with like orange soda. That was weird. And they had sushi. Yeah, it was good though. It was good. It was just weird. Like orange soda plus prawns. Wo bhi inside pani puri. Like that's just weird. But it was good. It was pretty good. Point being that over there was good mutton dishes. Do you remember the Kashmiri mutton dish? What's it called? I forgot.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, but the Kashmiri mutton dish. What's it called?
There's a bunch of Kashmiri mutton dishes.
Yeah, but like which one's the most famous one?
I don't know.
There's a lot of famous ones. So welcome back. We hit some traffic, so we had to like walk and shut the phones, otherwise we would die. And we're like responsible citizens, right, Nikhil?
No.
Look at the camera, man.
Hi.
Yeah, so like we're responsible citizens, and so we had to, respect. Cross.
We didn't want to get flattened. I'm sure you understand.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're here to talk about.
They're playing a remix of that dumb song. I do the same thing. The Stay.
Oh, did you know that's in the top 100 streamed songs on Spotify?
All time. It's so overrated.
Yeah, it is overrated. But did you know that Charlie Puth wrote that? Whoa, we found my froyo land, baby. Hey, yo, based on the prices, yeah, let's see. If the prices are good, we'll be there. Let's see. So we couldn't afford my froyo land. So basically the prices are 1.25 grams, 1.25 rupees per gram. And so we asked them, what's like the usual, right? And they're like, nah, 200 grams. So like, at that moment, we realized that we could not afford that type of ice cream, even though it was very, very enticing, right?
So I saw Nutella, so I'm like, yeah, I kind of want it. But other than that, it's.
To be fair, if you think about it, is there a way to cheat this?
To cheat if we don't fill it the full way, but the point is to have more toppings on ice cream. But
yeah, exactly.
If you concentrate too many toppings on that should be an episode.
How to beat my froyo land. That would be amazing content.
That's gonna be on.
Like if you want more.
That's gonna be on.
Yeah. And so basically, if they don't have let's just talk about it right now, because we probably won't film one on this because it's not, there's not much talk about.
Yeah, so it's important to strike a balance between how much ice cream you put and how many toppings you put.
Right, but that's not exactly what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to beat it.
No, so that's what I'm saying. But it's also about the experience. It's also about what.
No. Forget the experience. So here's what I think. Yes. So like, look, if you actually had to just beat it,
then if you want to beat it in terms of price, you just fill the entire thing with Nutella. Buy it.
Nutella, yeah.
Because
that's what I was gonna say.
Then they're losing money.
What if they had a cap on it though?
I doubt it.
No, they do. A lot of like yogurt companies have.
Alright, fine. Then Nutella, and we just find the most. Okay, so let me pull up the menu.
Yeah.
Because on the internet, the menu is literally just the toppings that are available.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of Skittles, so that would have been good. Rainbow sprinkles.
Marshmallows would be good because marshmallows are like light.
Marshmallows are expensive, so yeah. Something like if you put like a dollop of vanilla ice cream and then like a shit ton of Nutella,
yeah.
And what did we just say?
Skittles?
Marshmallows.
Skittles and marshmallows, yeah.
If they have Skittles and M&Ms, then that would break it. Because M&Ms, by average, the point is, so let's say if we get 200 grams of something, right? 200 grams, and let's say if we fill around 50 grams of that with ice cream and the rest of it with toppings. If let's say 75 grams of Nutella and the rest of it is packed up with all the expensive candies.
But then what do you think is the most price efficient topping? In my opinion, that's Nutella.
Nutella, definitely.
Like Nutella by far.
Nutella is insanely expensive.
But you know that Nutella is like, it's very heavy as well. Like it's not.
That's okay. If you're trying to, if you are hungry and you're able to, then you can honestly. From experience, I have had so much Nutella in one go.
Yeah, same.
Even when I wasn't hungry, it's just that addictive.
Yeah, Nutella's good.
And it's pretty expensive here because a lot of it is imported. And even if it isn't, it's around, for 200 grams, you get it for around 325
Yeah. So that is one way to beat it. Assuming there's like a 1.25 gram thing, Nutella would technically beat it, right?
Yeah, but if there is a cap, then we have to see.
No, but they also have 18% GST.
Ah, that's true.
So if that's 18% GST, then Nutella itself wouldn't cut it. We need like a more price efficient topping. So marshmallow seems right.
Yeah.
But marshmallow, something that they do say is that you have to take a bigger cup or the smaller cup, and the marshmallows are like volume based.
And also we have to think about the volume that the marshmallows have.
Exactly, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Marshmallows are extremely light.
That's exactly
so
what
they won't contribute to the amount of grammage. So you can fill it up a lot with a lot of marshmallows, but then it'll take up a lot of the volume.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. We'll be back. We have to cross the road. What we were looking for was Rogan Josh.
That's
Yeah, so Kashmiri mutton dish. That's exactly what I said. Yeah, so point being,
I didn't know.
Rogan Josh. And you didn't know that? Okay, yeah, anyways. So I had a lot of that. And I considered that and the prawns that I had along with
definitely breaks the buffet. The mutton curry does not.
Here's what I think. See, at least for me, my family eats a lot more of mutton and chicken than like seafood, right?
Yeah.
So I am more used to eating mutton, and I don't really like seafood that much. So for the experience, in my opinion, if you don't like seafood,
but if you want to beat the buffet, you have to go with seafood.
No, but I could beat it with mutton too, right? Because mutton is expensive after all. Like the meat is expensive.
You're beating it more efficiently with prawns, because prawns are first of all much lighter, and second of all much more.
First of all, they're not really much lighter. No, they're not lighter.
No, Adi.
I think that's what I feel. That's probably because I don't like prawns.
Mutton and thick mutton curries, they stick in, like they get stuck in your stomach. With prawns, it's more, first of all, they're served with much lighter and thinner curries also.
That's true. That is true.
And second of all, prawns are just, in general, you can have a lot more. Let's say the 300 grams, this is where the weight factor comes in. Because you buy mutton with bones. 500 grams of mutton plus that includes bones is a lot cheaper than 500 grams of prawns, obviously.
Right, but then, of course. But then, let's say I only bought the meat. Because after all, I'm only going to be eating meat.
Yeah, but most buffets that they don't give boneless mutton curry. That's not.
No, but like, I can just eat the bone. I can just eat the meat out of the boneless, right? Out of the bone with bone.
Dude, I'm talking about the buffet. The buffet buys boned mutton, and they buy it based on grams, so it costs them a lot less in terms of the meat.
So what Nikhil's not able to realize right now is that what I'm trying to say is that I don't eat mutton bone, right?
I understand for you.
I'm
talking about the personal. I'm not talking about how much you need to eat the most efficient amount of something.
No. Yeah, I know what you're going to say, but what he's saying is basically that since you buy with bone, it's usually cheaper.
Yeah.
But
I'm saying the cost of the ratio of meat, the actual meat that buffets are getting to the amount of they're paying is a lot more favorable for them than how much if they're just buying prawns for 500 grams. You know what I mean?
Well, that makes sense. But when I say I'm eating like a kg of mutton, I meant like a kg of mutton meat. Okay. That is what I will be eating in a buffet. But of course,
if you eat a kg of mutton.
Yeah, I mean, that was an example. If you do, you're weird. Yeah. Anyway, so
if you do, you're Snorlax.
Yeah. Also, let me give you some at least some stats on what exactly the monetary cost is, like for a normal buffet in India. So a buffet in India starts from 500 above. Okay. That's like the starting price. And so the one I went here was around 720, and I've seen it go up to around 2000 in Novotel, which was in Mumbai to be fair. But yeah, so you can take a range of like 500 to 2000. That is the best range, even though it might be wide, but there are much royal much royal buffets than others, of course. And so yeah, basically that. So the way to beat it, as Nikhil said, is prawns.
I just looked at the first thing.
Yeah.
500 grams of mutton is for $4.99.
Yeah.
500 grams of prawns is $896.
So what do you look it up on?
It's the same site both times.
Also look at which prawns.
Fresho prawns, D-weight. I don't know.
Yeah. So look at the prawns which the buffets usually buy. So again, as Nikhil said, 500 rupees for mutton. But again, he said that with bone. So they won't order 500. They will have to order a little more than that, at least like a kg. If that's per person, may not be per person, but I will be eating.
But also, since the amount of mass the bones in the mutton also take, They just need to make enough that it looks like a lot when you put it into a curry. With prawns, first of all, prawns are small. Second of all, prawns obviously have no bones. So second of all, to make them, the prawns curry look like enough and make it have enough, they need to concentrate the higher amount of prawns that they would have to in a mutton dish. Because first of all,
That's not true.
yeah, because listen now, mutton gravies first of all are
That's where you're wrong now.
they're generally more filling because they're thicker. And
Right.
so for them you don't have to concentrate a
But then
high
why would I
amount
take
of
the curry?
mutton meat.
I'll just take the pieces. That's exactly the whole point. Why aren't you getting that?
No, I understand that, but then with prawns, even still, to fill yourself up an equal amount with prawns and mutton, even if you concentrate.
Of course, prawns are much more
So
better
that's how
for.
you beat the buffet.
Yeah, that
Not
you,
with
you, you,
mutton.
you beat the buffet with prawns the most efficient way.
Yeah.
But again, let's say you don't like prawns. In that case, your best option is mutton, or your
Sure.
best option is any sort of seafood. Actually,
Basically, it's not chicken because chicken.
yeah, chicken's cheap as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, just
That's
don't.
it. That's the one thing you don't.
Yeah, and second thing, honestly, go hard on ice creams. The way you do it is go hard on ice creams. If you think about it, ice creams are they might be filling a little bit, like even though they're supposed to be light after dinner. What you're actually doing is instead of like beating the buffet for yourself, like the way you would look at it is the price you pay, you getting that much food in return, right? Or more. And so, if that's not your goal, if your goal is to just drain out their money, then the way to go is ice cream. The reason why it's ice cream is because ice cream is stored, and they have to store it all day long. Point being that if they lose that ice cream carton, they have to put it back into the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah, and so
So, what are you talking about?
for any sort of temperature change, it requires money. It requires a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm sure fridge storage requires a lot of money,
Yeah.
but they're going to have to keep the fridges on either way. Actually,
Transport, no.
the way to beat it is by not having ice cream, because the more ice cream that they have to store, the more money they're losing, right? That's it. So you shouldn't have ice cream.
The more money they're having to store,
The more ice cream they have to store, the more they're going to have to pay, because the more storage that they're
exactly.
going to need.
So the more, say if you want to drain them out,
you don't need ice cream, because then that's
because then they have to keep the ice cream.
Exactly.
No, but right, yeah, that makes
You're
sense.
saying something and then you're saying the opposite of that thing.
No,
But yeah.
that's not exactly what I meant, but yeah, pretty much he's right.
Yeah.
He's right about that.
So in general, I would say first of all, we should do more in-depth analysis of how to beat general froyo stores.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you that the way to beat a buffet, first of all,
Oh, the froyo is frozen yogurt. just yeah, just
Who
saying.
doesn't know that?
Yeah, no, because my froyo land is an Indian thing. In the US, there's something called yogurt land. So that's what it's like called in the US. That's where I've been to, and I'm pretty sure it was the same amount of money, to be honest. But yeah, it may be more expensive because that's how it is, right?
I'm not sure actually. But yeah, so I would say that's the most efficient way to beat a buffet with prawns and Nutella for a froyo land, and that's the conclusion I've come to. I'm sure there's some specified curries. Basically, I'll tell you what to avoid instead. Avoid vegetables. Carbs especially, because carbs take up the...
Vegetables, wait.
They're cheap. I know, they won't take up too
There
much
are some
space.
expensive vegetables as well, though.
No, they're not compared to carbs.
No, not compared to prawns,
Basically,
honestly.
the best thing to avoid is carbs, because carbs are the most cost efficient for
Most stomach
for
filling.
the least amount of money for the buffet.
Yeah, and more stomach filling.
But if you go to a buffet, just enjoy yourself. Don't be like us. That's the real takeaway here.
So, yeah. So whatever Nikhil said, not really.
Not-
but yeah. Every single time I go to a buffet, it's to beat it.
Sure.
Yeah. But also that's because I like whatever. I like mutton. Is my point.
I got you. Yeah, no. So I feel like in general, the way to maximize your enjoyance of something is to mix yourself around, because
Driving out, right?
From what I've noticed, every time I go to a buffet, which isn't actually, I don't go to buffets pretty often.
Same.
But whenever I do, I always try one new thing that looks appealing, and most of the time it's worked out for me, and I've never tried that thing in my life. You just open yourself up to new experiences
Yeah.
of food. As a personal food, I would say I'm a foodie.
Same.
I cook a lot. I love.
He tries to cook a lot. Well,
Shut the hell up, I
you
cook.
try to cook a lot.
I have a Instagram account for cooking. Chefed up on.
He does. It's dead, but it's good. You should check it out.
Chefed up _28. You can just check
Yeah.
that out. But yeah, in general, open yourself up to new experiences. and just enjoy,
I
because
agree, yes.
buffets are, so this is probably the coolest concept.
Buffets are the coolest and most expensive concept ever. Yeah.
So
That's
I
the
would
ways that-
balance that between maximizing the amount of food you eat and what food you eat, and that's
Yeah.
my final sentence for today.
Yeah. And so today we have
For this
recorded
episode.
4 more. Yeah. 3 more. Yeah. Anyways, this was a fun vlog sort of episode that we were making.
It
while,
distracted me quite a bit from the walk back.
yeah, which was fun because this was a 25-minute walk and we got around 20 minutes of content.
Yup.
10 minutes of content. Yeah, we got 10, not 10, 15.
We're not trying to squeeze out content. We genuinely enjoy doing this, guys.
Yeah, this was really fun. Really
Also,
fun.
don't dox me, Jesus. Don't show my apartment.
Now,
Stop, Adi. Adi.
so currently
Cut the video, Adi.
that's it. Apparently Nikhil is scared of our 20 viewers.
I'm scared of being doxed, yes. Cut the video.
Okay, cool. Thank you for joining into this episode.
The internet is